So I've been playing the game for some time now, and today I want to talk books, legendary books, epic books, and where to get them. Welcome everybody. If you don't know me, my name is BearCozy. I strive to make not only entertaining, but also educational videos. And today I want to talk about legendary books. So if you are low spend or if you are free to play, this will definitely help you out to gear at least one hero that will carry you in most of the content going forward. So as I've been playing the game, I made a list, and this is actually going to be in the path to growth, right? This is under the challenges from the main screen. Go to challenges, you could see a book sitting there waiting for me to claim it. And the first place is going to be Path to Growth. This will get you a legendary book, and this will be on the expert side. There are lots and lots of rewards on the basic through the advanced as well. If we look at the basic, the end of the basic is actually a shard, which is not too much. It's not a whole lot, but this is just on easy. Complete adventure stage 6-8 on normal. That is very easy to do. Then if we go to advanced, complete 10-8 on hard, we get shards, and there's also a legendary book in there as well. And then as we work on the adventure and we make our way all the way to the end, the first place is the legendary book right here for completing Mythic stage 10-8. Now, if you cannot do it yourself, be sure to use support heroes from your friends. You're welcome to borrow mine. So we got our legendary book right here. Moving on to book number 2. Piggybacking off of the Path to Growth, this is actually going to be in adventure, and this is going to be in, I clicked the wrong button, this is going to be on chapter 10, Mythic 8. You actually get another legendary book there. So if we look at the end here, there's also a legendary book right here in the lower right hand corner, which I automatically claimed by completing 10-8. So if you complete 10-8, you actually get 2 books, which is really, really nice. You get one here, and then you get one from the Path to Growth, which is really cool. So that is book number 2. I did make myself a cheat sheet because I could not remember everything. Now there is a legendary book here as well. It is under No Man's Land. You can see it glowing right there. And this is going to be under the advanced. The reward for basic is not too much there. You get 200 diamonds, so it's not too bad, and it's very easy to do. But on the advanced side, we get a legendary book that is going to be Shadow Captive stage 11. And there's one more book there, which is awesome. And that is not too difficult to do. There are lots of video guides. I have lots of them, as well as other content creators like myself. And if you are in my Discord, we do discuss dungeons, dungeon help, and comps, team comps. So feel free to jump in on my Discord and participate in that if you need help or if you want to help out. So that was No Man's Land, and that was fairly easy to do. The other place is Arcane Dominator, and Arcane Dominator I have not got to yet. But if you look at the Gemini Dragon, you can actually get another legendary book here just by passing Gemini Dragon 16. Now, Dragon is very difficult. I haven't got there yet. I'm still working on some stuff, and I am currently stuck on Tulpa just because I don't really farm Tulpa. But once I get this done, once there's a Tulpa event, I'll get this done, and then I'll fly through all the rest of them as I can speed farm all the rest of the dungeons. And the one that I'm really struggling on is Gemini, but I'll get there, and there is a legendary book here as well. Okay, so we've talked about Path to Growth, we've talked about Arcane Dominator, we've talked about No Man's Land right there, and of course the Adventure Chapter 10-8 gives you a book on the map itself. The next thing is Advanced Quest. I keep clicking on the wrong button. If we go to Quests and we go to Advanced Quest, next thing is going to be the Advanced Quest right here. Just by participating in Advanced Quest every single day, completing these, you score points. And the first one is actually some crafting materials. The second one is a Starlit Tendril, which is used to take heroes from 60 to 70. It's used to upgrade them. And then we start getting into the books. So this is the next place to get books. You get a epic book here, which I don't have any. You get an elite book as well. And then you start climbing into the legendary book. So as you continue to do these advanced quests every day, you get points. And when you reach 1200, 1600, and 2000, there you'll get some books. 1600 doesn't give you books, but the 1200, as you reach 1200 and as you reach 2000, you get your legendary books. You claim them, and then the process starts all over again, so you can continue claiming books. The next one is going to be under Arena Battle. Now, this is going to take quite a bit of work if you want this book, but there are lots of rewards along the way. This is under the Advanced as well. You get a Starlit Tendril, and then you get a Legendary book. Now, Platinum 5 in Sky Duel, that's going to take a lot of work, but if you want this book and you enjoy Sky Duel, that is something you can do as well, and it is achievable. It's just going to take some time. The next legendary book is going to be under Event Challenge, and that is actually, this one is probably going to be the hardest one to get, and this one is most likely not for free to play or low spend. Synthesize one legendary hero via Dragon Cup Rally. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this is on the paywall side of the Dragon Cup Rally, and you have to actually unlock the hero matrices on this reward side here when they are active. Right now there's nothing going on, but we do have events going on fairly frequent for these heroes. There are events with dates listed on the right hand side under the hero intro, and I believe that is what that refers to, and this is definitely not a free to play friendly event. And piggybacking off the quest, we can look at the weekly quests as well. We do get a badge every time, or we do get some badge matrix every time we complete a weekly quest. And then when we earn 10 of these, we get a legendary badge, which we can use to actually unlock the pay side of the Dragon Cup Rally on the reward side. And there's usually a legendary book on the bottom here. Sometimes we do have other books in here as well. Right now we have the Magic Dice, which I made a video about and I didn't care for. It seemed way too pricey for not much reward, but there is a legendary book here. So once you get yourself one of these badges, you actually can use this, and you can get this free to play, and you can use this to get yourself another legendary book as well. Moving into the banker. Now, there are several ways to get pages from the banker as well as Ruins of the Gods. So there are two ways to get this. You can get pages here, so you can synthesize yourself a legendary book. I currently have 40 pages, and I need 100 to synthesize one full book. So as you run the banker, you have a chance to acquire these, and these are slow and steady, but they are steady. So as you get the pages, you can get books there, and you can also get books starting, I believe, tier 6, floor 6, I believe, on Ruins of the Gods. Correct me if I'm wrong. You can actually get legendary pages there as well. So those are two places that you can participate to earn yourself legendary books. And last but not least, at least for me, is the Magic Dice. Now, I made a video on this. This seemed not worth it in my opinion. I did not think it's worth it, but there are not only pages here, but there's also a legendary book, and I'm up to 20 legendary books because I've been collecting them. And there is one here. This is a very, very small shot, but once you get yourself the badge from the weekly quests, you can unlock the pay side of the Dragon Cup Rally and come here, use your dice, and hope for the best. So far, these are all the places that I have found for legendary books, and I believe there is 10 or 11 legendary books, and some of them you can continue to acquire, although it will take some time. And speaking of books, we started with the best, and now let's move on to the epic books. Some of the places that I found to get an epic book is Chapter 10 on hard, and Chapter 10 clear on hard mode will actually give you a legendary book. I am in 9. Chapter 10 on hard mode will give you a epic book. So if you clear Chapter 10 on hard mode, you will get a epic book right here. As you can see on the bottom right hand side, I already claimed it long ago, but there is an epic book here, so that is a good place to start. And hard mode is not very difficult to clear. Advanced quests we have already talked about. You get an epic book here as well. You get an elite book here as well. So this is something worth doing. I've already mentioned this because we have multiple books in here. We have one of each. So as you complete these, it'll reset and you can keep claiming books. And then if we go back into No Man's Land, which I have completed, I wasn't sure if I could click on that or not. We actually get an epic book from Flame Lizard 9 and Flame Lizard 11. So wherever that is, this is Holy Light 11, Elemental Challenge, Wrathful Flood, Bane Wrath, wherever the Flame Lizard Challenge is, there we go. Defeat Flame Lizard Stage 11 on auto. You get an epic book in here, and a Flame Lizard Stage 9 as well. And there is a Flame Lizard Stage 9, so we get one more epic book there as well. So as you can see, there are a ton of books. This is like 15 or 16 books in total that we can actually get. And this is actually a really big help, especially if you're just starting out. I realize all of this will take time. This will take some work. However, as you are working on your books, you're also getting progression, and you're also claiming your diamonds. You're also claiming the rewards. And as you can see, I'm getting lots of rewards here, and I am just about at another brand. Now, brand is actually really good, and we're actually completing multiple challenges here. We're getting multiple rewards. At this point, I thought I had enough to claim brand, but I am 1 point short to claim another brand, so I'm going to have to do a little bit more work to go ahead and claim another copy of brand. Now, as I was going through the game, the only place, which is surprisingly the only place that I found to get elite books, is through the advanced quest, and that is at the 1200 mark. So far, I have not found another place, or I missed the elite books. I took some time off, and when I came back, everything changed. And since I have completed all the adventure when I left, I got a lot of resources thrown at me as soon as I logged in because everything was retroactive. Now, so far, that is the only book, but those are all of the books that you can use to help you get started, and you can use to max out one hero. And the hero of my choice for me was Nathalia. I know some of you have her, some of you don't. So if you don't have Nathalia, pick a hero that will be the most helpful for your account. For me, I picked Nathalia because I had her and she is amazing. If you have her, I would strongly recommend on using books on her because you get lots of crit rate, you get lots of crit damage, you get lots of attack up, and there are lots of things to help her as well. 20% crit damage, more health, more defense, and so on and so forth. And she's actually carrying me in most of the dungeons. The next hero for me is going to be Opal, and we're going to be booking her together, and we're also going to be comparing her stats unbooked versus booked. Stay tuned for that video. I hope this video was helpful. With that said, do me a huge favor, hit the like and the subscribe down below. Also, leave me a nice comment, and for more videos like this, check out the top right.